I think that's the idea, though, with the film. I don't think Todd wants you to walk out completely understanding who Bob Dylan is, because...
January 22nd, 2008, 3 p.m. A masseuse knocks on the bedroom door of a Manhattan apartment. No answer. She tries the handle. The door opens. Inside, lying face down on a bed with a sheet pulled up to his shoulders, is Heath Ledger. She shakes him. Nothing. She calls his phone to wake him up. Still nothing. At 3:36 p.m., paramedics declare him dead, 28 years old, at the absolute peak of his career. Gone. The world stopped. How could this happen? He seemed to have everything. An Oscar nomination. A role that would make him immortal, a daughter he adored. But in the weeks that followed, the truth emerged. A truth more complicated and heartbreaking than anyone imagined. This isn't a story about a celebrity overdose. This is about a man who couldn't sleep, who tried desperately to find peace, who mixed prescriptions trying to survive and accidentally never woke up. If you want to know what really happened in Heath Ledger's final months, the role that consumed him, the sleep that never came, and the tragic mistake that ended everything, hit that subscribe button right now. Because this is the truth behind Hollywood's most devastating loss. April 4th, 1979, Perth, Western Australia. Heath Andrew Ledger is born to Kim and Sally Ledger. They name him Heathcliff after the character from Emily Bronte's novel. From the beginning, he's different, restless, intense, full of energy that can't be contained at 16. He drops out of school and moves to Sydney with his best friend, a battered car, $500, and a dream nobody believes in. His family thinks he's crazy. Perth to Sydney to chase acting. In Australia, that's not a career. It's a fantasy. But Heath isn't listening. He auditions for everything, takes any role, sleeps on couches, works odd jobs. By 1999, he's in America. Cast in a teen comedy called 10 Things I Hate About You, the role that introduces him to Hollywood. He's magnetic on screen. That smile, those eyes, that intensity that makes you unable to look away. But Heath doesn't want to be a teen idol. When Hollywood offers him more high school movies, he says no for an entire year. He doesn't work. He waits for something real. The risk pays off. The Patriot with Mel Gibson, Monsters Ball, A Knight's Tale. He's building a career on his own terms. Choosing roles that challenge him, that transform him. Then comes 2005, the role that changes everything. Summer 2004, the Canadian Rockies. Heath Ledger is filming Brokeback Mountain playing Ennis Del Mar, a closeted gay cowboy in 1960s Wyoming. The role requires him to go somewhere deep, somewhere painful. To access emotions men like Ennis were never allowed to express. On set, he meets Michelle Williams. She plays his wife in the film. Their chemistry is undeniable. Off camera, they fall in love. By the time the film releases in December 2005, Heath Ledger is transformed. Critics call it the performance of a lifetime. He wins the New York Film Critics Circle Award for Best Actor and is nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actor. But more importantly, he's proven something to himself. He can disappear into a character completely. He can become someone else entirely. This revelation is both his greatest strength and his eventual downfall. In October 2005, Michelle gives birth to their daughter. Matilda. Heath is overwhelmed with joy. He talks about fatherhood with awe, about watching this tiny person discover the world. For a while, everything is perfect, but cracks are forming. The relationship is strained. Heath's intensity, his need to dive so deep into roles, the darkness he brings home. In September 2007, they split. Heath is devastated. He loves Michelle. He adores Matilda. But something inside him is breaking, and he's about to take on a role that will push him past any limit he's ever known. 2007. Heath Ledger accepts the role of the Joker in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. Jack Nicholson had made the character iconic in 1989. How do you follow that? How do you make it your own? Heath decides, you don't follow it, you destroy it and build something completely new. He locks himself in a hotel room for weeks, keeps a diary in the Joker's voice, experiments with different laughs, different walks, different ways of moving. He watches videos of hyenas, studies chaos theory, reads about sociopaths and anarchists on set. His co-stars describe him as having something they called walking pneumonia. He's exhausted, visibly sick, but he won't stop. Director Christopher Nolan later says much of what Heath did with the character, he kept secret. He wanted it to be unpredictable. He played his cards close to the chest. But there's a cost. Heath can't sleep. In interviews that would later be examined for clues, he admits the Joker role is difficult, that he's been using prescription medication to manage stress and insomnia. He tells a reporter, "Last week, I probably slept an average of 2 hours a night. I couldn't stop thinking. My body was exhausted. But my mind wouldn't stop. The Joker is inside him now, and he can't turn it off." After filming Raps, he's supposed to feel relief instead. The sleeplessness gets worse. His sister Kate, one of the last people to speak to him, later says he wasn't depressed about the Joker, he was having fun. He had an amazing sense of humor, but fun and torment can coexist. Joy and suffering aren't opposites. Sometimes they're twins. Late 2007. Heath begins filming The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus with director Terry Gilliam in London. His co-stars notice he's sick, what some describe as walking pneumonia. He's coughing constantly, exhausted, but he keeps working. The insomnia is relentless now, night after night, lying awake, staring at ceilings. Watching dawn arrive without having slept, he starts taking sleeping pills, then anti-anxiety medication, then painkillers for the pneumonia. Doctors prescribe them all. Separate prescriptions from different doctors, each one legal, each one necessary. Later investigation would show he took prescribed therapeutic doses or less of each medication. The problem: they were never meant to be taken together. Oxycodone, diazepam, temozepam, alprazolamine, painkillers, anti-anxiety drugs, sleeping pills. On January 21, 2008, the night before he dies, his sister Kate is on the phone with him. She tells him not to take the prescription medications with the sleeping tablets. Heath says, Katie, I'm fine. I know what I'm doing." Those are his last words to family. January 22, 2008. Heath Ledger tries one more time to sleep. He takes his medications, lies down in his Manhattan apartment, closes his eyes. The cumulative effect impairs his brainstem function that controls breathing. He falls asleep and never wakes up. 1 p.m. January 22, 2008, the housekeeper, Teresa Solomon, enters Heath's bedroom to change a light bulb. She sees him lying face down with a sheet pulled up around his shoulders. She hears what she thinks is snoring. She leaves without concern. 2:45 p.m. Masseuse Diana Wallison arrives for Heath's scheduled appointment. She knocks, no answer. She sets up her massage table. 3 p.m., she tries to wake him. He doesn't respond. She realizes something is wrong. She makes a phone call, not to 911, to Mary Kate Olsen, Heath's friend. The timeline of these calls would later become controversial. Wallison called Olsen first. Olsen sent private security to the apartment instead of immediately calling police. 3:33 p.m., paramedics finally arrive. They rush upstairs. 3:36 p.m. Heath Ledger is pronounced dead, 28 years old. The news breaks, the world stops. Television interrupts programming. Websites crash from traffic. Social media explodes with disbelief. Heath Ledger. How? When investigators arrive at the scene, they find Malcolm Gladwell's book on Heath's nightstand, a script next to him in bed. He died trying to work, trying to learn, trying to prepare for the next role. February 6, 2008, 2 weeks after his death. The New York City Medical Examiner releases the results. Mr. Heath Ledger died as the result of acute intoxication by the combined effects of hydrocodone, diazepam, temozepam, alprazolam, and doxylamine. We have concluded that the manner of death is accident, resulting from the abuse of prescription medications. His father, Kim Ledger, releases a statement. While no medications were taken in excess, we learned today the combination of doctor-prescribed drugs proved lethal for our boy. Heath's accidental death serves as a caution to the hidden dangers of combining prescription medication. Even at low dosage, he later adds, it was totally his fault. It was no one else's. He reached for them. He put them in his system. You can't blame anyone else in that situation. That's hard to accept because I loved him so much and was so proud of him. Michelle Williams, devastated, releases her own statement. My heart is broken. His family and I watch Matilda as she whispers to trees, hugs animals, and takes steps 2 at a time. And we know that he is still with us. The Dark Knight is still in post-production when Heath dies. His death casts a somber shadow over the subsequent promotion of the film. When it releases in July 2008, Heath's performance as the Joker is transcendent, terrifying, brilliant. Unlike anything anyone has ever seen posthumously, Heath receives more than 30 accolades for the role, including the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in 2009. He's only the second actor in Oscar history to win posthumously after Peter Finch in 1977. His family accepts the award. Matilda, just 3 years old, watches from home. The Joker becomes immortal. But Heath is gone. Michelle Williams later reflects, "In a strange way, I miss that year, because all those possibilities that existed then are gone. It didn't seem unlikely to me that he could walk through a door or could appear behind a bush. It was a year of very magical thinking," she continues. "I've found meanings around the circumstance of his death, but the actual event itself still doesn't. I can't find a meaning for it, because there is no meaning. There's only loss. A 28-year-old man who couldn't sleep, who tried to fix himself with pills that doctors prescribed, who wanted to be the best at his craft, who loved his daughter more than anything, who accidentally mixed the wrong combination and never woke up." Heath Ledger didn't die from recklessness. He died from trying to survive, from pushing his body and mind past human limits, from being so committed to his art that he forgot to protect himself. Terry Gilliam, the director whose film Heath was shooting when he died, later brought in Johnny Depp, Jude Law, and Colin Farrell to complete Heath's unfinished scenes. All 3 actors donated their salaries to Heath's daughter, Matilda. Today, Matilda is 18. She has her father's eyes, his intensity, his talent. She never truly know him, but she always carry him. Heath Ledger didn't need to die. A man with insomnia, some prescription pills, a tragic combination, and Hollywood lost one of its brightest stars. If this story moved you, hit that like button. Drop a comment sharing your favorite Heath Ledger performance, and subscribe for more untold stories about the legends we lost too soon. Because Heath Ledger's legacy isn't just the Joker. It's a warning about the cost of perfection, the danger of pushing too hard, the tragedy of a man who gave everything to his art and accidentally gave his life. Rest in peace, Heath. The world still misses you.